You need to hear this if you're a paranormal enthusiast. Ready to dive into the unknown? Join the Tristan channel as we journey through spine-tingling paranormal encounters, unexplained supernatural phenomena, and perhaps some eye-popping UFO sightings. Our world is full of mysteries, and together we'll explore the eerie, the bizarre, and the downright unexplainable. From haunted houses to cryptic creatures, we'll react to the most chilling and baffling compilations. So if you're ready to test your courage and expand your mind, hit that subscribe button and let's unravel the unknown together. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the Tristan channel.
Hello, welcome to the Tristan channel. And before we start today's video, I just want to say this is probably my only upload until like next weekend, because unfortunately I'm doing maximum hours, and so yeah, I'm just going to be too tired to record, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, also I'm having to record this Sunday morning early. I mean, I will have a lay-in after this, but this is Saturday night's one. It's just that, you know, I wanted to watch WrestleMania, and unfortunately, being in the UK, it was on at stupid o'clock at night. So, I mean, in America it was daytime, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the problem is I can't do it Sunday, because Sunday I've got to go to bed early to get up at stupid o'clock on Monday. So yeah, it just is what it is. So excuse me. So I figured I want to get something done. I need to get something done for the channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay a visit to our good friend Callum from Slaptam, and this is scary videos that will give you chills. Ooh. So without further ado, let's get to it. It's funny because I wanted to go Xbox as well. I was like, oh fuck, WrestleMania's on, and I wanted to see it. As always, it was a predictable end, which disappointed me. I'm not a big I'm not like heavy into it like I used to be, but I just like watching the main events and that. I ain't got time to keep up with all the Raw and SmackDown shows. Excuse me. So but yeah, I thought I'll watch it, but it's just bloody stupid. I mean, I could have left it tomorrow to watch it, but then never mind. I think my mum wanted to watch. Well, she fell asleep watching it, but bless her, because it's up late. But she did want to watch bits of it because she's not into wrestling, but for some reason she's been hooked. She's like, oh no, because she said to me, oh, was there no wrestling today? And I said, oh, there's WrestleMania on that stupid o'clock at night. So yeah, anyway.
Wokya Hogar Official is a paranormal YouTube channel based in Pakistan. They travel the country in search of proof that ghosts really do exist. In this episode, they travel to a dilapidated old house that's long been abandoned. Locals say that the house is haunted by the spirits of dead children, and that on some dark nights you can actually see their shadowy silhouettes in the empty rooms of the deserted home. Spurred on by these rumours, the team of paranormal investigators...
Oh yeah, I'm not sure you can see him. Can't really see it very well. Can you see my thumb? Oh, lights going on. Yeah, it's supposed to be... Well, you can't see if it's moon and stars, but basically transfer on it. It's because it's the front camera, but anyway.
Begin to search the property.
और वो जिससे दरवाजा बंद किया था वो तो लेटा हुआ था, खड़ा कैसे हो गया? हाँ यार.
Before long, they spot something strange on the roof of the building. It looks like a strange, thin, humanoid figure.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा? हो रहा. वो तो जा रहा है. लो. एक बच्चा इधर नजर आया. किधर?
Then, moments later in one of the rooms, they spot a small child crouching in the corner.
कौन हो? यार, मुकास एक इधर बैठा हुआ है.
The cameraman calls to his colleague, who rushes to the room.
जल्दी आ.
However, when they look in the room again, there's no one there.
मैं छत पे गया था उधर भी वो नजर नहीं आया.
Spooked but determined, the team continues their search of the building.
ये कितनी खराब हो गई. एक लाइट इधर, एक उधर.
Soon they spot something eerie in one of the rooms.
रिकॉर्ड इधर, कैमरा इधर ही रखिए. रिकॉर्ड हो रहे हैं. कहाँ इधर है? इधर हो रहे हैं. इधर.
Oh, hello.
ये मेरे पीछे वो ही आवाज दिखाऊं. बात सुनो. हेलो. बात तो सुनो बच्चों. बात तो सुनो मेरी. इधर आओ. नहीं कहते कुछ. इधर आ. बात सुन. हम बात क्यों नहीं सुन रहे तुम?
As if the shadows aren't eerie enough, this happens.
यार इनके शैडो से इतना रिकॉर्ड नहीं हो रहे. ये इनके पास जा रहे.
The shadowy children have now disappeared, nowhere to be found.
दूसरे गायब हो गए.
So what's to be made of this eerie footage? Given that the locals believe the old house is haunted, it certainly does make you wonder whether something paranormal has been caught on camera here.
इनके पास जा रहे. ये क्या?
Thing is, I think it's the same video or same channel did that funny one. They got the one where that woman's walking towards them, but it looks like she's all backward in that. And there's that bit where one of them gets grabbed and his legs are kicking out the door like that, and it looks really comedic. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. I think it's the same channel as well.
This next eerie encounter was captured on a CCTV system overlooking a car park. It was uploaded to TikTok by Terra S Nocturnos. Take a look at what happens. Watching that again, a dark shadow seems to move from one person to the other.
It's like that film Fallen. Boof.
When this clip hit social media, a lot of viewers were stunned by the footage and began to suspect whether it was a demonic possession caught on camera. They noted how odd it is that both of the people seem to react to the shadow moving. So what do you think? Could this really be some kind of possession, or is there another explanation for this strange sighting? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Yeah, film Fallen with Denzel Washington. Time is on my side. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a brilliant film, especially the end. It's really good.
Some bizarre footage captured in North America has sparked fresh debates about the legendary...
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is. Sorry, something I forgot to do.
Cryptid known as El Chupacabra.
El Chupacabra.
The clip, which was uploaded to YouTube by Shadow Files, shows a strange dog-like animal on the side of the road.
Mind you, I'm outside of...
It's gaunt, with unusually large ears and a very long, thin tail.
What is this? The f is this creature?
I'm not saying it is, but it does look like some sort of relative to like a dog or a fox or whatever you would call it. That's been like, looks like it's been shaven, you know what I mean? Like if you were to shave a dog, a particular breed of dog, with long ears and long tail, that's what it looked like, you know what I mean?
Many are saying it fits the description of El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra is a legendary creature said to inhabit parts of the Americas. It's said to attack and drink the blood of livestock. The name El Chupacabra is Spanish for goat sucker. Reports of sightings and attacks on livestock began to surface in Puerto Rico in the early 1990s and have since been reported in other parts of the Americas, including Mexico, Chile, and the United States. The physical description of El Chupacabra varies, but it's typically said to be an emaciated dog-like creature with enormous fangs. Some reports describe it as having a pronounced jaw and eyes that glow in the dark. The existence of El Chupacabra is not supported by scientific evidence, and many experts believe that the creature is a modern-day legend or a misinterpretation of other known animals. Some possible explanations for El Chupacabra sightings include misidentifications of wild dogs or other animals, or indeed hoaxes. Many sightings of El Chupacabra have turned out to be wild dogs with mange, a skin disease caused by tiny mites that burrow into the skin of animals, often leaving them disfigured and poorly. So what do you think? Mange or cryptid? Cast your votes in the comments down below.
What is this?
I'm not saying never because I'm open-minded, but if I had money on the table, I'd bet mange.
This creature.
But at least y'all caught that part.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. No.
For some time now, YouTuber Bobby Bars has suspected his home might be haunted. In fact, the activity became so frequent and strange, he began documenting it all on his YouTube channel, World Paranormal. In this clip, we see Bars rapping in a TikTok video. At first, you'd think it's just him spitting some mad fire, but soon something strange begins to happen in the background.
Ooh.
The Sonic plushie in the background raises its arm, seemingly all on its own. Viewers immediately said it was the work of a poltergeist. A poltergeist is a type of ghost or supernatural entity believed to be responsible for physical disturbances, such as loud noises and objects moving or being thrown around. Some people believe that poltergeists are malevolent entities that seek to harm or scare people, while others think they may be the manifestation of a person's subconscious or repressed emotions. Given that Bars has spotted other activity in and around his home, it certainly does make you wonder whether his house could be haunted by some kind of unresolved spirit.
Well, they're not being horrible, but in terms of his music, don't call us, we'll call you. It's probably because he's probably trying to shut him up. It's like, I will move this container. You know what I mean? It's not even rap, you know what I mean?
This next eerie image was posted to Facebook by Tyresha Smith. She says that her friend Wesley had his 18-wheeler truck break down in New Hampshire right next to a cemetery. While waiting for repairs, Wesley said that he spotted something moving at the corner of his eye, but when he looked over, there was nothing there. Spooked by the setting, he decided to take some photos. Adjacent to the graveyard, in the middle of the road, you can see a transparent figure. If you zoom in, you can see right through the figure. When the post hit Facebook, a lot of viewers confirmed that the location was Valley Street Cemetery and that there's always been an unsettling vibe around the property.
Ooh. So I've got no claret, but my nails, they're like, if you just see them without nail varnish on it, someone said it reminded them of the nails that, what's it? Nicolas Cage had in Renfield when he played Dracula. They're literally like really sharp points. Can't really see them, but yeah, I've got to be careful where I scratch myself because, yeah, so I don't see that.
He said that it feels like someone's always watching you, and one commenter even claims to have seen a full-bodied spectre walking around the grounds at night time on more than one occasion.
It's a feeling.
So, could this really be a ghost caught on camera? Take another look and judge for yourself.
Somebody's watching him.
A few months ago, a viewer of ours, Kimberly Firth, sent some footage of a strange shadow that was captured by her home security camera inside the bedroom. Take a look.
Ooh, shadow.
Well, now, yet more eerie footage is being captured inside of Firth's home, this time while she was sleeping. Take a look. It's a little after 3 a.m. when you can see what appears to be a hand wave past the bed. It's quite brief, so here it is, slowed down.
Oh, right. I thought it was a foot. It looked like a foot, or, you know what I mean?
It even seems to make Firth stir in her sleep.
Hang on, it's not waving, it's doing that along her back. Or, you know, when you rub someone's back, you know, like that.
Pairing the two pieces of footage together certainly does make you wonder what's going on here. Could the home really be haunted by something? We'll have to wait and see if more creepy footage emerges.
Ew.
This next one is some bizarre CCTV footage taken in an unknown back alley. Everything seems normal, but keep an eye on the cat.
Oh, I've seen this one. It's an old one, isn't it?
Watching that again, it looks like the cat starts a fire among a pile of rubbish in the corner of the alley. Cats have a long history of being associated with superstition and folklore. In many ancient cultures, cats were believed to have magical powers and were often associated with the supernatural. In some traditions, cats were thought to be able to predict the future or bring good luck. In others, they were believed to be able to communicate with the spirits of the dead. In many cultures, black cats were particularly associated with witchcraft and were often thought to be familiars of witches. So how do you explain this bizarre sighting? Did the cat really start the fire? Or is there another, more grounded explanation for what's going on here? Share your theories with one another in the comment section down below.
What do you think?
Wow, look at this.
I mean, as far as logical explanation goes, the only one I can think of is if someone's up on the above window floor or something, having a cigarette and drops this fag down into the papers. It took a while to burn, I don't know. But yeah.
This definitely looks like someone's sitting here almost.
Exploring and Paranormal is an up-and-coming ghost hunting channel on YouTube. Nick, the host, travels around North America in search of ghosts and other supernatural activity. However, in this next short clip he sent us, it seems the haunting activity is a little closer to home. For some time now, Nick has suspected his house might be haunted by a spirit, or that he may have brought back an entity from one of his investigations. While sitting and watching some TV, something eerie happens in his living room. Watch. Out of nowhere, the pen on the coffee table rolls along. You can see what appears to be quite a genuine reaction from Nick as he notices the movement. So could Nick's home really be haunted? Could he have brought something back after one of his paranormal experiments? Let me know where you land on this clip in the comments down below.
Now, I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. Hey, it's been a while since I said that. But obviously, because you see the cat go and investigate it. Now, for example, because we only see him in the shot, it could be his missus or whatever sat next to him who's pulling it on a bit of string, if that makes sense, or someone in the room. I mean, either the cat's investigating because it's the pen moved or because it can see the string on the pen, if it makes sense. Oh, pardon me.
A group of paranormal investigators have captured an eerie photo inside of a 17th century close, and many viewers are calling it a genuine ghost caught on camera. Mary King's Close is said to be one of the most haunted places in Edinburgh, with reports of ghostly apparitions and strange occurrences dating back to the 17th century. Visitors to the close have reported seeing ghostly figures, including those of a little girl and a man in 17th century clothing, as well as hearing strange noises and feeling a sense of unease. Some have even claimed to have been touched or pushed by unseen entities. It's the 28th of November 2009, and the Ghosts of London team are investigating the old Mary King's Close underground vault, which runs along Edinburgh's historic Royal Mile. It's late, and the Ghosts of London team are the last to leave the building. As they depart, they
So I thought I heard something. I was like fucking hearing shit.
take a few last snaps and head out of the vault. The team hadn't thought anything too strange had happened during their investigation. That was until they reviewed their photos some days later. In this photo, which was uploaded to Facebook by Disbelief Paranormal, you can see one of the Ghosts of London members taking one of the last photos of the night down a darkened staircase. At the end of the stairs, on the right, you can see what appears to be a face peering out from one of the side rooms. Here it is zoomed in. Now we can see the figure much more closely. The team confirmed that there was no one else in the building when this was taken. Even more alarming, the door where the figure is standing had been closed and locked only seconds before this photo was taken. Mary King's Close was the site of a devastating outbreak of the plague in the 17th century, and it's said that the spirits of those who died from the disease still linger there. Some visitors claim to have felt a sense of illness or sickness while in the close, and others have even reported feeling as though they're being watched by unseen eyes. Ghost sightings have been reported on the property for centuries. One possible explanation is that the vault was one of the closest buildings to Nor Loch, a contaminated and stagnant body of water that once pooled near the outskirts of Edinburgh. Some historians have suggested that the built-up gases from the swamp may have created an eerie glow effect deep within the vault, causing villagers at the time to believe that ghosts were lurking. It's also been suggested that the gas may have caused hallucinations. While this may have accounted for some of the earliest alleged ghost sightings, Nor Loch was drained and developed in the
I love castles like that.
early 19th century. So then, how does one
So I was trying to get extra light from the TV because my lighting's gone. Law.
explain the eerie face that appeared in this photograph? For now, this image will be another tantalising piece of evidence that Mary King's Close may indeed be haunted.
It does look, what should we call it? It does look periodic.
This next black and white photograph was shared to Facebook by Disbelief Paranormal. but its true origins are a mystery. The photo was captured circa the 1950s or 60s and shows a young nun standing out the front of a stone gate. Just next to her, on the left, there's a strange opaque figure that appears to be reaching out towards the young woman. You can even make out what appears to be fingers clasping onto the nun's left arm. Some viewers suspected it might be a case of double exposure given just how clear the fingers and arm of the figure actually are. Unfortunately, that's all that's known about this image, so for now it'll have to remain one of those creepy little photos that will continue to haunt social media for years to come. Some strange activity's been caught on a restaurant's CCTV system, and many viewers are calling it supernatural. In the early hours of April 10th, 2022, Reddit user Muan2012 was finishing his evening shift at a restaurant when something strange happened in the back room. The OP and his co-workers heard a banging noise as though objects were being flung around in the office. When they looked in the room, there was nothing out of the ordinary. Luckily, the CCTV camera was running the whole time. This is what it captured. It's nearly 1 a.m. when a laptop comes flying out of a cupboard in the back room.
Yeah. It's annoying, isn't it? Breaking
When the footage hit Reddit, responses varied. Some thought it was just the workers pulling a prank for that sweet Reddit cred, but the OP responded saying why would they risk breaking a work laptop for a few internet views? Others thought it was the work of a poltergeist, a type of spiritual entity that many believe has the power to interact with the physical world. So I'll throw this one out to you for final judgment. What do you think's been caught on CCTV here? Is it just a prank, a coincidence, or something a little more mysterious? Let me know in the comments down below.
What do you reckon? Because it is a good point, isn't it? Why would you risk damaging something unless, of course, the object's got no circuitry in it? I mean, it's just a shell. I mean.
This next piece of footage, posted to TikTok by user MadRFCKRS, is rather creepy. It was supposedly captured somewhere in the Philippines. However, not much else is known about the clip. Take a look.
Oh, look at his beady eyes.
As you can see, there's some kind of creature moving on the rooftop. It's dark outside and the camera only manages to capture glimpses. Yet, for the low light, you can see it fairly clearly. It appears to be humanoid. Its eyes look like they glow in the dark, likely reflecting the light of the camera. Its skin looks grey and it moves as though it's on its hands and knees. Despite the creature's rather creepy appearance, several viewers think that it might be simply a naked man. However, if this is the case, it doesn't really lower the creep factor. What would you prefer to see crawling around on your roof? An unknown cryptid or a naked man with unknown intentions? Let me know down below.
But it's odd how the eyes glow, if that makes sense to me.
At first glance, this video posted to Facebook by Bridget Dion seems to be relatively innocuous, just the inside of a living room. However, a few seconds into the recording, you can see a black shape move quickly across the screen. While initially too fast to send it to Facebook by naked man with unknown intentions. Let me know down below. At first glance, this video posted to Facebook by Bridget Dion seems to be relatively innocuous, just the inside of a living room. However, a few seconds into the recording, you can see a black shape move quickly across the screen. While initially too fast to see any detail, if you slow the footage down, it looks somewhat human-like. The original poster later commented on the clip saying, "I literally tried debunking that friggin' shape in every way, and the only answer that seems to make sense is that it's a ghost." While this Facebook user might very well have captured something paranormal on camera, this brief video alone is certainly not enough evidence to prove that she has. So for now at least, this shadowy shape will have to remain a mystery.
Thing is though, I mean, I'm not... Classic film by, but the thing is though, is why is she recording it, you know, the TV at the time, as cause it's happened before, you know what I mean? It's odd, that.
This next one is a live feed that was captured during the recent snowstorms that ravaged Buffalo, New York in late 2022. Reddit user Rudicanthosephala55 was watching it when they thought they spotted something rather creepy. Watch. Watching that again, on the right-hand side, there appears to be an ominous figure looming on the side of the road.
Ooh,
It
like
has
Slender
long,
Man.
thin limbs, its arms outstretched as though reaching for something.
Like
The
Slender
OP
Man.
asked viewers whether they thought it was
Like Slender Man. Every time I go make a suggestion, I guess he's talking.
moving or not, but it's quite hard to tell due to the low quality of the image. Several comments suggested it could just be one of those enormous skeletons that Home Depot had been selling prior to Halloween. Perhaps it was left up but now looks particularly eerie emerging from a snowstorm. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Is it as simple as a left out Halloween decoration, or did this live stream catch something a little more sinister? Let me know down below.
Freaky.
This next video, uploaded to TikTok by Biano456, has captured something truly terrifying. Watch. At first glance, it looks like Godzilla is rising from the depths of the ocean. However, several viewers of the clip have been quick to point out that the giant object emerging from the ocean is likely to be a huge piece of ice. So while you might be disappointed that this video doesn't actually show a giant monster, if you were actually on this boat, you'd probably be just as terrified. This next clip, uploaded to TikTok by unknown railfan 1373, is truly bizarre. Take a look at what they've captured.
Well, that ain't good. Don't know who's running that, but I mean, yeah, okay.
The train appears to have no driver.
I've seen this one before. It's funny. I'm surprised he is showing like what do you call it, old films, because it's not the first time he's seen it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've seen this one before. It's like keep your eye on the back of the train.
In fact, there doesn't seem to be anyone on board the vehicle at all. While this is certainly creepy in its own right, another TikToker by the name of Ethan News on Music has noticed something even more chilling about the bizarre train. See if you can spot it.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who saw that.
As the train continues down the track, it looks like there's a crouched, disfigured creature at the back of it. Around the world, there have been many stories of phantom trains. A funeral train is said to run from Washington, D.C. to Springfield, Illinois every year around the date that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. There have also been accounts of ghost train sightings in the UK, Japan, Canada and Sweden. While some of these sightings have been explained, other phantom train mysteries remain unsolved. So then, does this video show a driverless ghost train wheeling its way across the countryside? And what about that mysterious figure that appears to be hitching a ride on the back? Watch the clip again and let me know what you think's going on here in the comments down below.
Don't know who's running that, but I mean, yeah, okay.
This next piece of footage was uploaded to Reddit by user Stuart James Author. He claims that it was captured at Oxford Castle in the UK as part of a paranormal investigation, one that was conducted overnight while there was no one else on the premises. Take a look at what his camera managed to capture. As you can see, there appears to be a disembodied face staring at him through the window. It looks pale and ghost-like. Supposedly, he didn't notice it at the time of recording. Then, as the camera rounds the corner, the poster thinks he captured something else as well. Take a look. A strange shape that he believes to be a figure can be seen lurking in the darkness. Again, a strange shape that he believes to be a figure can be seen lurking in the darkness. Again, the poster claims they didn't see it at the time. The city of Oxford is a favourite destination for paranormal enthusiasts, with several well-known ghost sightings reported over the years. In 1610, a man named George Napier was accused of being a Catholic priest, a grave offence at that time in England, and subsequently sentenced to death. After the execution, his family managed to retrieve most of his body. However, his head was never found. To this day, it's rumoured that the spirit of George Napier still rides around the city of Oxford in search of his missing head. However, the most famous ghost said to haunt Oxford is that of King Charles I, who reigned from 1625 until 1649. During his time on the throne, Charles fought with the English Parliament over his rights as king. Many of his subjects opposed his policies, especially the levying of taxes conducted without parliamentary consent. Charles was eventually executed for high treason, and it's said that his spirit still wanders the grounds of the Oxford University. Some of those who have reported seeing his ghost claim to have also seen him without his head. With its long and gruesome history, it seems little wonder that the city of Oxford and its castle are thought to be the home of several restless spirits. Does the Reddit footage prove this? Take another look and judge for yourself.
Oh, probably, even though it's pareidolia. Oh, mind you, that looks quite good. Let's got someone peeking through the window.
This next creepy photo was posted to Facebook by Alice Thomas. It shows her fiancé with his friends as they pose for a picture at a restaurant. However, if you take a close look at the image, there actually appears to be one extra guest that's unaccounted for. See if you can spot them. In between the two men wearing caps, there's an extra face. The figure looks pale and ghost-like, lacking the depth of colour and detail that's present in the other boy's face. Furthermore, it seems that there'd be no way for an actual person to squeeze into the booth in that position. Some commenters think it might simply be a trick of the light as it reflects off the seat's padding. Another person suggested it might actually be a piece of clothing. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the fact that it really does resemble a face. One viewer even went as far as to say it looked like a soldier wearing a World War II helmet.
What the fuck?
So what do you think's going on in this photo? Does it
Nah, that's a bit of a stretch.
show the ghostly face of some sort of supernatural entity, or is it just an example of pareidolia? Let me know your opinions on this one down below.
Because that, what you call a helmet, looks actually more like hair than it does helmet. Oh, excuse me a sec. Oh, that's a nice call.
For some time now, homeowners Michael and Heather have suspected that something might be haunting their home. In fact, the bizarre activity became so frequent they began to document it all on their TikTok account, Southern Haunts. Here's an early account of some of the eerie things that have been happening around their home. Take a look. Strange knocking can be heard at the door, but there's clearly no one there. Then another door begins to bang. This time, they open it. Soon after, a cupboard door begins to knock as well. When this first clip hit TikTok, viewers warned that you should never open a door that's knocking when there's no one there, in case you invite an unwelcome spirit into your home.
Which is bollocks, because what makes you think they need a door to come in?
Spooked by the encounter, the homeowners set up a series of cameras around their house to record while they were away. This is what one of them captured.
Pardon me.
Freaked out by the footage,
Again, it's more likely due to the fact that they're trying to build up fear, make you scared more than anything.
Michael and Heather decide to conduct a Ouija board session to see if they can make contact with any spirits that might have taken up residence in their home. Before long, things go wrong.
Oh my god. Come on. Oh my god, I don't want to do this.
I'm freaked out.
They then hear a noise upstairs.
Oh, she took her hands off before she went goodbye. Oh, naughty.
But watch what happens.
Oh no. Hold on.
Was that upstairs? Oh my god.
Watching that again.
Oh, I hate that. That's horrible. That is.
And it sounds like something runs at them from the top of the stairs.
Oh my god.
Now the homeowners are almost certain they have a paranormal presence on their hands. To add fuel to the fire, one of the static cameras in the kitchen catches this.
Poltergeists are right messy buggers, aren't they?
So is this home really haunted? This is an unfolding story with new footage uploaded quite regularly. If you want to check them out, as always, I'll put links in the description box down below.
Oh no. Hold on.
Was that upstairs? Oh my god.
I'm not sure about it, because I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it's fake, I'm not saying it's genuine, but it just seems too cliche.
These next two videos were uploaded to TikTok by Little and Large 13. In the first clip, we see a person dressed in a panda costume walk into view of a security camera. The person remains motionless for a few seconds before walking out of sight. Some think that this video is probably a hoax, as the person in the costume seems to know exactly where the camera is positioned. However, this next video might prove that this is not the case at all. In this clip, which was captured just 2 days later, we see a woman walking towards the clothesline. She begins to remove and fold a towel when suddenly she looks around as if startled by something. She quickly grabs the second towel and heads inside. If you look closely, you can see that the panda is actually staring into the yard through the hole in the fence.
Oh.
So does this TikToker really have a creepy panda stalker? Or is it all just a bit of spooky fun? Let me know your thoughts on this down below.
Get a job.
The following photos are several stills taken from a hunting cam which was posted to Reddit by user Teddy Roosevelt's Rifle. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be too much to see besides a deer feeder surrounded by a fence. But if you look more closely, you can make out a mysterious illuminated figure to the left of the feeder. The figure looks to be standing on 2 feet. It appears to have thin limbs and a rather large bulbous head with sizable eyes that are reflecting the glow of the camera. The second photo shows a zoomed-in image of the figure, but unfortunately the resolution is very low. Since they were posted to Reddit, the photos have been rather polarising. Some viewers think it's just a deer with its head down facing away from the camera. Others think it could be an owl, a cat, or even a possum. However, some have turned to the paranormal for an explanation. They suggest it could be an alien or even a duende, a mythological creature comparable to a gnome. Unfortunately, these two images are just not enough evidence to definitively prove the identity of this strange figure. So for now, at least, this creature will have to remain a mystery. Is it possible to interact with the living after we die? This video might shed some light on this very question. Take a look at what's been caught on camera. Posted to Reddit by user Chest Wrong, it was accompanied by a rather comprehensive backstory. The poster explains that they had been hired to perform some maintenance work on a property in which the former tenant had recently passed away. When the landlord first let them into the premises, they both noticed that the microwave door was wide open. Thinking little of it, the landlord closed the door and the two of them continued their tour of the property. However, as they came out of the hallway, they noticed the microwave door was again wide open. The landlord thought perhaps that the door hadn't latched completely the first time she closed it, so she made sure to close it again properly. The poster then went to Home Depot to pick up some supplies. He returned soon after and began working on the repairs. After fixing the door frame to the bathroom, he entered the kitchen where he noticed the microwave door was open yet again. Now thinking that this was the beginning of something weird, he decided to get back to work. Over the course of the morning, the door seemingly opened itself several more times. Wondering if the former tenant was still present and attempting to make contact, the poster decided to call his wife for advice. She suggested that he set up his phone to see if he could capture the event on film. As the poster ate his lunch, he set his phone to record the microwave. Knowing that the name of the man who had recently passed away was Kevin, he decided to introduce himself. In fact, in the video, you can hear him saying, "It's okay, Kevin, don't be scared. If you want to show me you're here, open the microwave again." Almost immediately, the door opens.
It's okay, Kevin. Don't be scared. If you want to show me you're here, open the microwave again.
So what do you think? Does this photo show a genuine attempt from the deceased to interact with the living? Or is there another way to explain the movement of the microwave door? Love to hear theories on this one in the comments down below.
The only thing I can think of is a faulty catch, but then again, it's so funny that it does it on time. Unless, of course, you count how many seconds it is, you know what I mean, and then you work it out from there. Okay, right, so okay. Now, I'm going to close it. I've got 5 seconds to ask this question, and then, you know what I mean?
The catacombs that wind their way below the streets of Paris, France, have a long and macabre history. In 1774, the city's cemeteries were terribly overcrowded, and so a plan was formulated to help eliminate the problem. Using the site of the former tomb Issoire quarries, which at the time were located just outside of the city, construction of these mega ossuaries began. From 1786, nightly processions of covered wagons transferred remains from many of Paris's cemeteries to these underground tunnels. Estimated to house the remains of more than 6 million people, the catacombs were largely forgotten about until the early 19th century, when they became a fashionable place to stage concerts and other private events. This still image was posted to the Facebook page Ghosts of London. It was supposedly recovered from a camera found deep within the catacombs in the early 1990s. The photo shows an underground passageway aglow with lights. At the end is an indistinct figure that looks like a cross between a man and a beast. In fact, the figure has even been described as resembling the jackal-headed Egyptian deity Anubis. This image is made even more horrifying when you realise it may have been the last ever recorded by someone who disappeared in these maze-like tunnels. It's said when the camera was recovered, it actually had a small video on it. Those who viewed it soon realised that the person seemed to be lost and confused. The clip then said to have ended abruptly as the camera dropped to the ground. However, apparently it captured one last image, this one here. So does this photo really show some sort of mysterious creature roaming the dark passageways of Paris's catacombs? So let me know what you think about this creepy figure, and also let us know if you've ever visited the Paris catacombs in person. Martina Manar is a TikToker who posts videos of the strange things that happen around her house. In this one, we see her baby resting peacefully in the crib at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Almost instantly, a balloon begins moving towards the baby's crib. First, it moves in an unusual way, as if swimming through the air. Once the balloon reaches the crib, it then begins to violently bob up and down. The baby doesn't seem to be scared, however, appearing to squeal with delight as the balloon continues its odd movements. Could this be the work of a poltergeist? One perhaps that's eager to make contact with the child. This is just one of many creepy videos on this TikToker's channel. If you want to see more potentially paranormal happenings, as always, I'll leave a link in the description box down below. A shadow person is a type of supernatural entity that's said to lurk at the edge of our visual field. When someone claims to have seen one, it's usually little more than a fleeting glimpse. This video, which was posted to Facebook by Sarah Nichols, might just show one such sighting caught on camera. The footage we see is actually a secondary recording of the video that Nichols' son captured while walking around their house. Take a look and see if you can spot anything strange.
This is a video, other video that he took.
I think I saw it. It was busted by the window.
First glance, the clip seems quite normal. However, at the end of the video, just as the child seems to be putting the phone down, there appears to be a dark, shadowy figure in the left-hand corner of the screen. The poster has no idea who the figure could be. She claims that the only other people in the house at the time this was taken was herself and her husband. The poster goes on to say that there's been tons of activity in this particular area of the home, recounting the time she came home and put her shoes on the boot rack by the door. She then went to use the bathroom, and then when she came out, one of her shoes was in the kitchen sink. On another occasion, she claims her son was playing with one of his toy cars on top of a tray table, when suddenly it flew across the room violently. Could it be possible that the boys inadvertently captured proof of the paranormal force that's said to be haunting their house? Watch the clip again and judge for yourself.
This is a video, other video that he took.
Reddit user Rudicanthophala55 recently shared a deeply unsettling set of photos on our Slapped Ham subreddit, captured by a home ring security system in Casa Grande, Arizona. The original uploader wrote the following in their post. This person came to my house, tried to open my locked door, peered through my windows, checked my car, and wandered around my property. Watch out for this individual on the east side of town near First Street. Make sure you lock your doors. The snapshots from the security footage show an eerie figure creeping around the property at night. Particularly alarming is the fact that this individual appears to have painted their face completely white. Disturbingly, this isn't an isolated incident. Numerous residents in the area have reported similar encounters with this mysterious prowler, heightening concerns within the community. Authorities have been notified and locals are urged to remain vigilant and ensure their homes and vehicles are securely locked. What would you do if you caught this unsettling figure lurking around your property? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think would be the scariest sound to wake up to? Well, it seems that Reddit user Orlando might have captured it on video. Take a listen. According to the poster, they were taking a nap all alone in the house when they woke up to hear an old music box playing a creepy tune. When quizzed by a viewer about the type of music box, the poster said it was the kind that you have to physically twist and wind up with your whole hand. This means that unless there was someone else in the house, the music box shouldn't have started playing the music. The poster went on to note that after they stopped recording this video, the music suddenly stopped. Was some sort of paranormal entity attempting to get the poster's attention? If so, it seems they succeeded. What would you do if you woke up to hear a creepy tune echoing through your house? Would you try to ignore it and go back to sleep, or would you run screaming down the street? Let me know in the comments down below. It seems that the man in this first TikTok video likely suspected that his house was haunted. Uploaded by Mr. List Paranormal, the clip shows the man setting up a camera, and it isn't long before it looks as though it captures some evidence. Take a look. As you can see, a dark shadowy figure appears from the right of screen. It then seems to follow the man up the stairs. If you look closely, the figure looks as though it might actually be walking on all fours like an animal. If this footage is indeed genuine, then it would have to be some of the best evidence yet supporting the existence of shadow people. The scares don't end there either. A few seconds later, the door to the right begins to move, seemingly all by itself. Then if you watch closely, you can see a pale, ghostly face peeking out of the darkness. If this tenant originally thought that his house might be haunted, then it seems after reviewing this footage, he'd likely begin searching for a new place immediately. Have you ever had a feeling that there's a supernatural presence lurking in your house? Maybe you've seen a fleeting shadow out the corner of your eye or felt an inexplicable coldness. The feeling can elicit goosebumps even though you're not quite sure what you're experiencing. However, if you suddenly start hearing a disembodied voice, the situation becomes harder to ignore, especially if the voice sounds eerily like your own. According to TikToker Marissa Ryanstan69, that's exactly what happened to them. They were lying in bed when they heard a mysterious voice that sounded just like theirs calling out to them from another room. Watch.
In here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I told you. Come here.
Ooh.
It sounds as though the voice is saying, "Come here, in here, come here. Hey, in here, come here. I've got something, come here."
Come here. In here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I told you. Come here.
According to a comment,
Ooh, it's freaky.
from the original poster, the mysterious voice responds to theirs, yelling louder when they too raise their voice. In a follow-up video, we see the poster frantically pacing around the house.
My family home. I grew up here. And we've never had a single experience.
They ask the audience for help identifying the supposed supernatural presence that's causing the disturbances.
I just need somebody who knows what this is. Please reach out. I don't care if it's in a comment or privately. Just please reach out.
Although this time the eerie voice remains silent, it seems that the presence still might make itself known. As the TikToker nervously moves about, we can see an unlit candle sitting on top of the toilet. However, just before the video ends, a flame can clearly be seen.
Somebody please reach out with an answer or some help or something. Thank you.
So is this TikToker's house really haunted by some sort of paranormal force? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below. This next creepy clip might just show some paranormal activity. Take a look. Uploaded to Reddit by MGE308, the footage was supposedly captured at a meat packing plant that they used to work at. What makes this clip extra creepy is that the poster claims it was on a weekend that they had off, suggesting that there was no one else around. In the footage, you can see the pallet driver appears to manually adjust itself as if controlled by some sort of unseen force. Some who saw the clip thought a malfunction might be responsible for the device's unusual movements. However, one viewer, who claims to be a mechanic that works on similar devices every day, said that while a wiring issue could cause it to drive on its own, it would definitely not cause the tiller to move up and down like you see in the clip. They believe there's no mechanical explanation for what we see in this video. So then, does this footage really show a paranormal force at play? Let me know if you have anything to add to this conversation in the comments down below. Our last clip of the day is yet more eerie home security footage of a child in their bedroom. This was uploaded to TikTok by El Kukui TV. This video was captured late at night as a toddler plays in his room, while the parents are sleeping peacefully next door. Everything seems perfectly normal until things turn a little creepy. Watch. It looks as though the kid is talking to someone. Then suddenly, this happens. It looks as though something pushes the child, then grabs his leg.
Meanie.
Some commenters said the footage had an unsettling feeling, suggesting that a demonic entity was interacting with the child. But what do you think? Is this something evil or just a playful kid using his imagination? Take another look and make your own mind up. continue watching more scary videos. These are the scariest of 2025.
Well then, that was Slapped Ham. They were interesting, weren't they? He didn't do his boo at the end like he normally does. That's a shame. Anyway, yeah, they're all right. They're freaky, unset, a bit, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch these with me. If you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe because it doesn't cost you a thing, and most important of all, oh pardon me, it'd be great to have you with us. And yeah, so like I said, it won't be probably till next weekend I'll be able to do any recording. So until then, take care and be well.